Welcome everybody to episode 10 of WAN. That rhymed. Or the weekly Apple news. I'm your host Mark Pierce, and this week we'll be talking about the new Mac anniversary video, iOS 7.1 Beta 5 seed on the runway with iPhone 5s, Find My iPhone, iOS 7 bug, and much more. So unfortunately, the guest that was supposed to be here this week could not make it. I emailed him back asking if he still wanted to come on. He sounded so excited, but he never emailed me back, so I guess we're just going to go on without him. And before we get on to the news, I just want to thank you so much. This is the 10th episode of WAN, and if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here where we are today. 10 episodes, so just amazing. I'm just so thankful for you guys. You've helped us get to where we are. 10 episodes. Let's go for 10 more, 10,000 more. Let's see if we can get to 100. Just started off with videos going 50s, 100s. We're at over 250 videos now on YouTube. Then we went on to articles and software. We just keep making more because you guys really appreciate what we do. You like what we do. And as long as you guys keep listening, keep engaging, like what we're doing, we'll always do it for you. So again, thank you so much for helping us get to 10 episodes of WAN. And it's 10 weeks. It's not like publish a video whenever you want like we do on YouTube. This is a weekly thing. So we've been doing this for 10 weeks. So anyway, thank you so much. But let's get right on to the news. So the first thing we have to talk about today is that Apple releases 1.24.14 Mac anniversary video. And if you guys aren't familiar with Mac's 1/24/14, January 24th, 2014, that was Mac's 30th birthday. So they released a brand new video, and it just shows how the Mac is used in the workplace. They also created another page on their website showing you how this video was recorded. I'll tell you how it was recorded in a little bit. It's very interesting, and it shows like what was used, how they used, what equipment was used, how that was used, how they communicate with people recording, and all that stuff. So here's the really interesting part. This whole entire video was shot on the iPhone 5s on January 24th. It was all recorded in one day, taken in 15 different places, over 70 hours of footage. And I thought that was just really neat. They recorded everything on the iPhone 5s all on January 24th. So they recorded all in one day, and it only took them a couple days to edit. The music that you hear in the background, it's all original. They created that themselves. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it. It's just really amazing that what they did with the iPhone. Recorded in one day. I still can't get over that. One day. So the next video we have, next article, not video, we have to talk about is that Apple releases the behind the scenes video. And this video pretty much shows the same stuff that the page talks about, just how they communicated with the people, what equipment was used, how it was used, how they recorded it. All that stuff behind the scenes was just like a minute 24-second video. The last one was a little bit longer. It was 2:53, and just behind the scenes, not really that interesting. You kind of get the gist of it on their website page as well, but just kind of two different formats. This it was probably recorded on January 24th as well for the behind the scenes because they were recording that day. But I think this came out. When did this come out? It came out that same day, so they probably recorded it the same day and did everything at the same time. And anyway, it's not really much interesting stuff there. You can kind of get it all on their webpage. The next article we have to talk about is Apple seeds iOS 7.1 Beta 5 to developers. This beta seed comes about a week after the fourth one, and in this beta there are more natural sounding Siri voices for Australia English, United Kingdom English, Japanese, Mandarin, and Mandarin China Chinese. It's kind of a tongue twister. There's also redesigned caps lock and shift keys. They redesigned it, I think, in beta 3 as well, but they changed it again. Also, in setting wallpaper with iOS 7.1, you could choose the option to disable the parallax effect. So when you tilt your device, you'll see that wallpaper kind of moves, giving you a 3D effect. There's a little toggle that said motion. You can turn that on or off while setting your wallpaper. Well, they've changed that name from motion to perspective zoom. I don't really know why they did that. I think motion would kind of sound more self-explanatory, I guess you'd say, to non-tech people who aren't that tech smart and everything. It'd be a lot easier for them to understand motion other than perspective zoom. It's just my thought, but I guess they can do whatever they want. There's a couple smaller added features, like the ability to buy whole albums when listening to something in iTunes Radio, and the event list and calendar, that's new in iOS 7.1. It looks a little bit bolder. However, there are a couple airdrop problems with this beta, but they'll likely fix that. Since there's fewer UI tweaks, people are thinking that it might be coming to the public soon. We'll be talking about that on the last article today, when it might come. But people are thinking it might be coming soon because there's fewer UI tweaks. They're kind of cracking down on all those little bugs that are happening, all the little minor problems, none of the big features that people are really going to see, just to get everything working perfectly before they release it publicly. But even if you were expecting it to come, you'd have to wait a little bit while, because if this is their last kind of beta 5 seed, they would still need to seed the GM version or the Gold Master. They would usually do that for higher end versions like 7.1. And they'd also need to see it to Apple Care employees as well, because they need to kind of play around with it just to see what's going on, how it works, and if anybody has any problems, they could come over to Apple, and the employees will know what's going on. So the next article is Apple releases on the run with iPhone 5s video. It was recorded back in September at the Burberry fashion show, and when it was recorded, the iPhone 5s hadn't been released yet. They kind of just handed a couple devices out to employees, say record whatever you want, and it's more not really what the iPhones recorded. It was kind of how they were recorded on the tripod, what they're being used for, and we're not really sure if this is going to be an ad. It's 31 seconds long, so it's definitely ad length, but we're not quite sure if this is going to be an ad or not. Let's see what else. There's a couple apps used, different apps. There's a stock camera app. I saw one person using Vine, and there's a couple other third-party apps as well. Next thing we have to talk about today is that iOS 7 bug disables Find My iPhone without a password. So if you're going to reset your iPhone, delete an iCloud account, or just turn off Find My iPhone for some reason, you need to enter that iCloud password. And it wouldn't let you do anything without entering that password to turn off Find My iPhone. But a brand new bug just found with iOS 7 lets you turn off Find My iPhone, delete that iCloud account, restore the iPhone, sign in with another account, all without entering that password, and it automatically turns off your Find My iPhone feature. So this is a big problem, because if someone tries to steal your iPhone and they want to restore it and sell it, make some money, they could do that, because you can just do it with turn off Find My iPhone without the password, because with Find My iPhone on, like I said, you can't restore it. You can't reset the iPhone at all. And what's even more surprising is that it only takes a couple taps. You don't have to really do much to get rid of the iCloud account. And so this is a big problem. People have been testing this, and it works on publicly released versions of iOS 7. So it'd be 7.0.1, 7.0.2, 7.0.3, 7.0.4, and 7.0.5. But people have also tried this on betas of 7.1 and it's not working. So maybe it's just something with a beta that you can't do. Maybe it's not public or something, or maybe Apple fixed it. But we'll know for sure when they release it. But so far, people who have tested this on the beta version say it does not work. Apple Seeds OS 10, 10.9.2, beta 5. The seed comes a week after the fourth one. And for some reason, as always, there's never really much new from beta to beta with OS 10, where iOS 7.1, there's quite a bit of changes where pretty much everything's just under the hood, kind of stuff you wouldn't really see, bug fixes, improvements, that stuff. So still not much really going on with this. Apple's still asking developers to focus their testing on mail, messages, graphics drivers, voiceover, VPN, and SMB2. And the final thing I'm going to talk about this week is that Apple may release, or is going to release, iOS 7.1 in March. So as we said a little bit earlier, people think that iOS 7.1 could be coming soon because there are fewer UI tweaks, more bug fixes, not much going on from beta to beta now. And that's kind of what makes them think that it could be coming soon. So many sources, including 9to5 Mac, have said that the public version is going to come in March. Let's see, there's been seedings of beta 7.1 for 4 months now, almost 4 months. So it's been going on for quite a while. And a few people that reported this back in December are kind of going back on their claim, saying they kind of changed what they said. They said, oh man, it's coming in March. They said that back in December. And now they're kind of going back and saying it's going to, that it should be released in the coming weeks. Few are skeptical that it's actually going to come in March, but who knows? It's kind of slowing down a little bit. Today is the 8th that I'm recording this, so they definitely do have enough time to seed maybe a 6th beta, maybe a Gold Master and one to AppleCare employees. Maybe, or just a GM and one to AppleCare employees, maybe like that. So they definitely do have enough time to release it sometime in March. We didn't get any word on when it would come in March, just that it's coming in March, but even that really isn't confirmed. Well, that's going to do us for the 10th episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you want to learn more about anything we talked about, you can head on over to ieppodcast.wordpress.com and click that WAN tab, and you can view the show notes. I'll also have links to everything we talked about. If you missed something, you want to catch up more on what we talked about, you can do all of that right there. If you have any questions about what we just talked about, you can leave them in the comment section below. If you have any comments, also leave them in the comment section. Subscribe on iTunes. Give us a 10th episode subscriber, whatever. Get the word out. Share it to everybody you know. Let's see if we can get 10 more subscribers for the 10th episode. How about that? And if we get 10 subscribers, actually, no, we don't need 10 subscribers. How about if we get 10 ratings? Then we'll have a very special giveaway for you guys. How about that? So share it, subscribe, tell everyone you know, get 10 ratings on the podcast. Don't matter what ratings they are. Hopefully they're 5 stars, but 10 ratings. We'll have a very special giveaway for you guys next week. Anyway, if you like this podcast, hit the like button if you're listening to this on YouTube. Subscribe on Stitcher as well. And I will see you right back here next time. Thanks for watching.